Hello, my friends. Thanks for joining me today. Just so you know, I buy these tablets myself so we can find out together if they're really worth your hard earned money. Now, let me introduce you to today's star. This is the GURTI Dirty, no, I mean DGHRTI Tab 30. It's a 10-inch tablet, and according to the listing, it comes with an 8000 mAh battery, an 8 megapixel rear camera, and a 5 megapixel front camera. It claims to have 22 gigs of RAM, though part of that is virtual RAM and a T606 CPU. We'll see how all that stacks up. Alright, let's open it up. The box confirms the specs we saw, and inside we've got the tablet right on top. It has a metal back and plastic edges, and while the screen is decent, it's not exactly the Taj Mahal of displays compared to the Doogee we reviewed earlier. Also in the box we've got a case, a Bluetooth keyboard, a Bluetooth mouse, a screen protector, and even a USB-C to USB adapter, plus a charger. The charger is a bit rattly, so not exactly a gold medal winner there. We measured the tablet, and it's about 10 inches diagonally with a 149 pixels per inches display. Not bad, but not the best looking screen we have seen recently. Next up, we ran some benchmarks. Geekbench gave us a single-core score of 378 and a multi-core of 1238 with a GPU score around 446. Pretty entry level, but the frame rate in games was actually stable at around 65 frames per second. This is not the worst result for such a cheap tablet, I think. Playing HD video is fine at 1080p, though the screen isn't as punchy. The audio is okay, not as loud as the Doogee, but at least it's not muffled. We also have a 3.5mm jack and the buttons on the short side with the charger on the same edge. That is not common. So be careful not to accidentally hit the power button on the side. Now, the camera. Well, let's just say it won't be winning any photography awards. The images look a bit washed out, and while it's not terrible, it's not as good as the Doogee's camera either. Now for the battery test. Unfortunately, it only charged to about 5154 mAh and discharged at around 4959, which is far below the advertised 8000. And speaking of build quality, there's a slight bulge on the back and the border is wider than the picture suggested. Overall, while it's a decent performer in some respects, personally I can't quite recommend it. But hey, it's a lot cheaper, so if you're on a tight budget, maybe that's its own little silver lining. It worked and did not annoy me for basic tasks like browsing and streaming video. Well, thank you for joining me once again. In the future, I will be setting our tablets up against each other in a head-to-head benchmark experiment. Please subscribe to ensure you see this. Kindness to all and much love to the world.